Hey guys, well, we also welcome to My Way Tarot. This will be a general weekly reading for Virgo placements. So if you have Virgo as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know can be found in the description box below. So we're going to get into your reading. Angels of love and light, could we please have clear and concise messages for Virgo placements? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear for the current energies of the upcoming week of the 23rd to the 29th of June 2025? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Please and thank you. Two more shuffles, guys, and then we'll cut up the deck and get into your read. So thank you for bearing with me. So what's going on for Virgo placements this week? Okay, that wanted to come through. And this one. So quite a few cards already. We have Ten of Swords, everything is fine. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have the Death card, Scorpio energy. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, Page of Cups, and the King of Swords. Okay. So water and more air coming through as well. Guys, okay. I feel like at this moment in time, or even for a while now, you may have felt like there hasn't been much light at the end of the tunnel to do with the situation. Like the energy has been very heavy, or whatever you've been dealing with has been very heavy, okay? You've been in your head an awful lot, right? I'm hearing overthinking certain things, analysis paralysis. There's something being brought up here to do with perfectionist tendencies, okay? So maybe you may have felt like stuck because something had to be going of a certain way. And if it didn't go a certain way in your mind, then it wasn't good enough. So potentially this could have been um, what you've been working on, right? Maybe to do with a project or to do with your business, or maybe something in regards to a creative pursuit that you're then wanting to turn into maybe a business, if that's something that resonates. Or maybe you've just not been having the best of time to do with a workplace, right? People that you're kind of associated with, or I'm getting this energy that if you are employed elsewhere, it's like you are someone who ends up doing the job of three people, okay, and not getting that much kind of recognition for how well. I'm hearing you're holding down the fort to do with whatever this is. I'm hearing that a system or something would not be able to run as smoothly um, without you being in this position and place. But I don't feel like somebody has been paying enough attention to you, or like whatever you vocalized about this that's been bothering you, it's like you felt silenced in some way. And I feel like you've had enough of it. So there's the sense of wanting to take drastic action so that others are either seeing of you differently to make a change in the situation, or you could be recognizing that others around you are not necessarily going to be changing. And so therefore it's like you're bringing it upon yourself to make that conscious decision of going, do you know what, enough's enough now, and I'm not continuing on in this particular trajectory anymore. I'm hearing I'm not going to be killing myself over this job or over dealing with these people. If you're interacting with certain individuals like colleagues or to do with a boss, like it's not worth it. Or maybe there's been this sense of reminiscing over the past. Maybe you've been in jobs where you have had a lot of difficulty, right? Whether that's interacting with others, or not being treated very fairly or very well, like something's been very unjust, and it's like you're not wanting something to repeat again. Or if it's not necessarily repeating again, it's this like, right, I've learnt my lesson from the last time this happened. I can feel and sense and anticipate that this is probably how it's going to continue going on. So you're like, it's like you're breaking a cycle here, like something has just tipped you off of the edge. You've recognized this, and now it's like you're claiming your power back in some sort of way. I'm hearing you were even open to the possibility of coming to a compromise or negotiating something. to do with a certain connection here. I'm hearing more platonic connection rather than anything romantic. But somebody has just pushed too far or gone too far with something, and I'm hearing you've had enough. I'm getting this impression like a lot of you have been struggling with this in private. Like, doesn't anybody else see how much that I'm putting and pouring into this? And I don't really feel like I have much left over for myself. Like, is everyone just okay with the fact that I'm literally feel like I'm killing myself over here for this, to either, continue in the way that it is, so I'm not rocking the boat, right? And I'm keeping the peace in some sort of way. Do you know what it feels like? It feels like this revelation or this light bulb moment where you've kind of gone, oh my gosh, I've been in that kind of like put up and shut up type of vibe. So it's like you've been putting up with something and shutting up about it, and you're like, no, I'm not going to be putting up and shutting up anymore just for the sake of something to, you know, carry on in the way it is and not rock the boat. I'm having enough of this. And I'm hearing others don't see it coming, or they don't expect it from you. They don't expect you to stand up for yourself in some sort of way. Like, you may even feel very much inclined to look elsewhere for a job, or you may be realizing, do you know what? I don't actually really want to work with anyone else. I want to kind of just work with myself and have only myself to take into account, right? Taking responsibility of what it is that I can control and not kind of be feeling, at a loss in some sort of way because others can't get their ish together, is what I'm hearing. But something has been difficult and you're drawing a line in the sand and you're making a strong, bold move to be like, do you know what? I am going to write in that resignation. I am going to look for another job, or I can't deal with this kind of office politics BS anymore, the rat race, or however I had to just accept that this is my lot, sort of thing. And you could be starting to, work for yourself in some way, or maybe take like a job part-time and then work on a business or launch a business or do something like that. Or even if you're like self-employed and you're not dealing with anyone right now, there's something about the way you've been conducting of your business, if you have of a business, and it's like there's got to be another way. There's got to be another way in order for there to be the marked improvement and the growth that I'm looking for without feeling like I'm grinding myself into the ground. I don't even believe if that's a saying, but I'm getting this impression that you felt quashed down in some way with this heaviness above, right? Yeah, Five of Wands. I feel for a lot of you, if you are employed elsewhere, like you are so done with the pettiness, the childishness, the immature behavior, the whole gossip, the whole, competitive nature of something. I'm hearing at my wit's end. You may have even been potentially dragged into some sort of situation that's got nothing to do with you, right? And you've been caught in the crossfire in some way, and it's like you're having to prove yourself innocent in something when you know wholeheartedly you've not done of anything to cause some sort of interference or disruption with something, but somebody has tried to push some sort of blame on you or make it look like you've done of something. But I'm hearing that you haven't done of anything wrong. I'm hearing you're very much like diplomatic, you're fair, you're law abiding, like you are someone that, knows right and does right type of thing. But there's been somebody or some others around you that have potentially played dirty in some sort of way and bringing you into a situation that doesn't involve you, or making you look out to be the culprit in something. and this has been really affecting you, and maybe you felt like you've been at your wit's end and you have nothing else to do other than be able to quit of this particular job because something has been very awkward or uncomfortable for you. Yeah, hang one, Pisces energy. Yeah, this is an energy of feeling stuck or restricted in some way. So maybe you've wanted this sense of change, but you felt like you may have not had anything else to replace what it was that you were going for in regards to a job. You've made many sacrifices here and they hadn't been kind of acknowledged potentially, or there was something to do with, do you know what? I am not going to be continuing on in this path, dealing with these others, right? And I just want to be able to work for myself and just call it quits. Yeah, look at that. This is somebody that's on their own, the Hermit Virgo energy, and I'm reading for you, right? And you've come out in your own reading. I'm hearing something to do with one-upmanship. Yeah, I'm hearing you're considering all options. You've been debating about whether you should stay in something or you should go. But I feel like you've now made a decision that you're just going to go. You're not going to continue on with whatever you've been dealing with. Okay? It's like you've claimed your power back in some way, that sense of sovereignty and autonomy with this Hierophant. And you're like, do you know what? The change starts with me. And I'm going to make this change and fulfill on what it is that I have been wanting for myself and take inspired action to do so with the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So that is coming through. Two of Swords just flying out between the Pisces energy of the Hanged One and the Hermit and the Six of Wands. Yeah, I feel like others have not been seeing what it is that you have actually been doing. Or they have been seeing it fully, but then they've chosen to have like a blind eye to the situation. It's like they know that you should be getting that promotion or getting that bonus, or you should be a leader of a team or a manager or whatever this is. They know that it would be really good for you to take on this role, or you would be very good at it. And if they know that you would be good at whatever this is to do with being able to upgrade your life in some way, so therefore you're getting this promotion at this job and you're wanting to be moved on elsewhere in a different department, or if I was in charge, like things would be run differently. There's somebody who's either already in charge who knows that you could probably do a far better job than them, and so therefore they may have been trying to make your life more difficult or not kind of suggest you in some way, and you've intuitively sensed this with the High Priestess, Cancer Pisces energy. I mean, like, it's difficult, right? Because the sense is like, you know that somebody that is in that above position from you, that they're not doing a very good job. Like, the management is awful. And most people, 9 times out of 10, end up leaving relatively good jobs. And they end up uprooting their lives because of the fact that who's in charge or how things are run. And so you're like, well, if I was to stay and give this another shot, the only way that I can see for myself is up. And for me to be in the pole position to go about things and bring in some sort of strategy to change to improve the current circumstances. And it's like, this person knows that you could take their job and make them um look badly, basically, right? They know that you would do very well with whatever this is, and so they don't want to give you this position and what have you. And so there's been delays, or they've made up excuses as to why you may have not been kind of considered for promotion or what have you. Oh, you need more experience in this, or if you get this qualification, or if you kind of associate with, you know, these particular individuals and network on that project, or whatever, you know, I'm hearing BS excuse that it is, in order for you to think and feel on some level, well, okay, well, if I just do X, Y, and Z and carry on in this way and do what I'm told, as it were, and kind of follow the rule book, then surely, with a sense of common sense, I will be getting in that position and place. But I'm hearing somebody may have never really intended for you to have that, and it's just all been a sense of a distraction. And you could be having that aha moment in realizing that actually it comes from a sense of jealousy or envy in some way. Like somebody doesn't have of the best of intentions, and then you're just deciding, do you know what? I'm going to count my losses and I'm going to move on from this, um, to something that actually is worth my time, my effort, my energy. Yeah, the high priestess, somebody may have felt like you were overthinking things, like you were being too sensitive on a situation, you were reading too much into it, making you doubt what it was that you were thinking and feeling in regards to the energies around you. Okay, but I'm hearing the cat's out the bag, the secret's out. Like now you see things completely differently, and these others were actually trying to get you into a position and place where you would doubt yourself with your intuition. Okay, yeah, because I feel like you are somebody that has gone above and beyond here. And we have the Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I mean, there's you, right? But the cat's out the bag in the realization that they never really had the sense of intention to give you that promotion or that bonus or recognize you in your work. And that they just wanted, I'm hearing, potentially the extra labor that they were getting from you because you were doing the work of three people, so that they wouldn't need to fork out any money in order to have more people hired for this particular job, because the sense they're getting like a 3-in-1 from you, right? So you could be like, do you know what, F this lot and F this whole thing, and I'm going to go where I feel appreciated and valued of what it is that I truly bring in regards to this. Or you may have been completely turned off by the whole idea of maybe working in corporate or 9 to 5 or whatever it is, and you go like, do you know what? I'm going to take matters into my own hands and become self-employed, right? And you may have had other people think, you know, certain things and project certain opinions on you and give unsolicited advice about, oh, maybe, you know, you shouldn't, what happens is it's very competitive, you know, with being self-employed, you're not going to get yourself noticed, like people are not going to be interested in that, and why would you want to put so much into this anyway, you know, it's not going to work out, and all of this ish, right? But I feel like you have this deep sense of knowing that this would be the right path for you. And, you know, immediately when we start something new, like our business, right, it takes time. It really, really does. But I feel a lot of you have made the decision to completely pull yourself away from whatever you've been dealing with. Okay, you've thought long and hard about it here with the Seven of Pentacles. I'm even getting this overall impression that somebody didn't want you to necessarily see that they were taking credit for your work or your ideas. Okay? And I just heard somebody say, well, it's my word against yours. Yet, Eight of Cups with the Fool, Aries energy. Yet a lot of you have decided, you know what, I want a new beginning for myself. I'm not going to get myself all tangled up in whatever this is. I'm hearing enough is enough now. And I'm going to go through this transition with the Two of Pentacles. And I feel like whatever it is that's coming up for you, you are going to be able to handle it. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm hearing taking it in your own stride. Eight of Wands. I feel like as soon as you've made this particular decision about leaving a job or putting out your resignation or applying for something else or starting of a business or, you know, pouring back into you or whatever it is, it's like you're just taking off. Like, because it's like you're then on the right path, because something is obviously not serving you anymore, or these people around you are just not it. Like, you're not vibing with them. The Tower, Aries Scorpio energy. Something needs to be kind of under destruction first and foremost before there's the rebuilding. But something is shattered here, and I'm hearing it's you. You've been shattered, right? You've been exhausted, you've been burnt out, you've been tired, and it's literally like, right, I'm throwing my hands up in regards to this. F this, and I'm gonna go it alone here with the Emperor, or I'm gonna make a big boss move now and decide to stand up for myself. You could be somebody that you know, potentially had issues or worries or concerns about authority, but I'm hearing that's something that you're working through. Yeah, as I say, that Nine of Swords, it's like you've always kind of done of the right thing and followed the rule book, but I'm hearing, where has that got you? I know that sounds really blunt, but I'm hearing it like as if you are saying that to yourself, like realistically, or like, well, I did of everything I was supposed to, and now I'm in the position that I am over a cumulative amount of time, and I still don't feel like I'm quite where I want to be. And this is draining with that Ten of Wands. Something's going to require a lot of courage for you to move yourself on forward out of something. Okay? I'm hearing it's important to take better care of you. That may have been something that's been on the back burner, especially in regards to your overall well-being and your health. Yeah, with the Devil. Capricorn energy. If you are somebody that's self-employed, right, I just feel that you've got into a position and place now where if you've had of this business for a while, it's like there's something that needs to be sorted out in regards to this, because I know that this is meant to go places. I know that this is meant to be so much bigger than it is. Um, but there's been some sort of subconscious belief that has been there all this time, and you could be getting to the root as to the reason as to why there may have been setbacks, delays, or blockages to you really thriving with your business. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's all the messages I'm kind of picking up on. So we have you coming through, we have Pisces, we have Cancer, Aries, Scorpio may also be significant. Heavy fire, bit of water. We had a little bit of earth, obviously you guys, and air as well. But 888, 88, 555, 222, 12, 12, 21, 21, I'm getting, or like mirrored numbers of 1 and 2. 999 may also be significant. But that's going to be the end of the reading. So I hope there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can. So thank you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video for you, or you don't miss out on any news to do with the community board. And also, guys, feel free to check out the other placements in your birth chart. So for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, and North Node in the other zodiac sign readings that I provide for you weekly, to gain further insight. But have a good week. Sending love and light your way. Take care and speak to you and see you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.